Okay, so what do I mean by being simple in your improv class? It's kind of like potatoes, right? Potatoes are great. Just plain, simple mashed potatoes. Those are awesome. Au gratin potatoes are also great. But if I'm in the mood for simple, I don't want au gratin. I want mashed potatoes. Same thing in improv class. If you are doing scene work, by all means, bring everything you have to the table, all of your skills. However, if you're doing exercises in class or drills, those are typically designed to work a very specific skill set or sets. In which case, that's what you want to focus on. You want to simplify your approach and not necessarily do everything in the kitchen sink. So, for example, if you're doing an exercise that's focusing on agreement, and most teachers will tell you what you're focusing on. I mean, I'm always like, all right, we're going to focus on agreement now. So you'll know what you're working on. And if this exercise, part of the exercise is to say yes and at the beginning of every sentence, then it's much more important that you say yes and at the beginning of every sentence than whether or not you have a big, huge character, or if you have a very specific, unique point of view, or if you have a great emotion, things of that nature. Because what you're working on is listening to your scene partner and agreeing with what they said. So there's a tendency sometimes to think like, oh, I have to do all of this on top of the exercise. And that's really usually not the case. Think of it as a baseball player doing batting practice, right? So when the baseball player is doing batting practice, they're not also practicing base running or fielding or strategy or anything else. They're just working on hitting the damn ball, okay? So you can let go of all those other skills and things that you have to worry about when you're doing scenes, and forget about those for the time being of while you're doing this exercise. And I have not met a teacher yet who will not tell you how to play a game or won't give you all the steps necessary to successfully complete an exercise. Okay, we're going to tell you how to do it. So if we don't say you need to have a character or an emotion, or there has to be a turn or an arc or a big what or anything of that stuff, then don't worry about it. If the game is you sit in these two chairs, you tell a story together, and every line has to start with yes and, then focus on getting that right. And when you can do that successfully without being prompted by the instructor, then maybe add another layer. Make sense? So my mantra for the weekend, simplify. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next time. Bye.